Thank you for joining us. This is Trinity Squad Gaming with your hosts, Dan,
John,
and Kastle. This game was recorded at Kastle, Santa Clara on January 30th, 2016, during their store championship.
Jeff is flying IG-88B with wired, advanced sensors, mangler cannon, proximity mines, auto thrusters, and the IG-2000 title. IG-88C is flying Predator, advanced sensors, heavy laser cannon, auto thrusters, and also the title.
and we have me flying Poe Dameron in the T-70 with Veteran Instincts, R5P9, and auto thrusters. We have Elo Asti, also in a T-70, flying with Veteran Instincts, R2D2, and auto thrusters. And we have the Gold Squadron pilot in a Y-Wing with twin laser turrets, R3A2, and BTLA-4 Y-Wing title. This is your stereotypical stress bot.
So, Dan, going into this matchup, what were you thinking?
Well, I knew it was going to be a pretty tough matchup from the beginning. The Brobots are very hard to fly against. Jeff has a lot of experience with them, so I knew that he knew he was what to fly against. Basically, what I had to do is try to keep Elo Asti and Poe at range 3 or far enough away so that if one of them did start taking damage, I could just slowly recharge their shields and hopefully bring the other one in. So,
And why did you put Elo and Poe on one side of the board and the stress bot right in the middle?
So I put the stress bot there because I had to place him first. With his pilot skill of 2, it gave me the most room to move him in a way that I could kill the Brobot I wanted to kill, which my main target here was Brobot B because I didn't want to have to deal with the gunner.
Ah. And then it looks like Jeff is going to the left of him, and it looks like it's going to be circling around these rocks and then heading for you. Looking at his placement right now, what are you thinking?
I wanted to try to get the stress bot in to try to get a couple stress on one of the Brobots to hinder its movement dial for a couple turns. And him moving the Brobot B in the way he did, it kind of got me excited, but my dials, I expected him to go more up on the map, so that's why I turned in to CC. And so now that I have a shot on C and not on B, I'm just going to take the shot because that's what I got.
And it looks like we're going to our first round of firing, and that is your Poe shooting at Brobot C, and one hit, one evade.
Right, now we got Elo taking a shot here, range 1. Got
one.
2 hits.
50%.
All right.
That's good. And let's see what he rolled.
And then I got a target lock here, so I go ahead and
Okay.
spin the target lock. And he gets 2 hits. And he blanks out. So
That's
he was able to spend the token there and just take 1 shield, which is fine by me. It's some damage on the board. It's totally fine.
And then right now it's returning fire, and he is going to pick C to attack Elo
on
first.
Elo.
Now, do you think he should have attacked Elo at range 1, or because Poe was also in range 2 and he had the focus, it just makes more sense. Ooh, that's a good hit. Crit, hit, blank.
So this was actually a against Poe here. You used the HLC.
Oh, against Poe.
And
Okay.
I think that's fine. Even if it was against Elo, if I was able to avoid all of his damage, then he could get the gunner onto Poe, which would have been, an issue for me. But it's hard to evade 4 attack dice with 2 defense dice.
So John, nice one evade, so only 2 shields. But it was
range 1 on Elo.
Range 1 on Elo.
Okay.
John, if you were Jeff and flying the Brobots, would you do the same thing, attacking Elo, or would you try to go for Poe? Ooh,
Well,
hit blank and focus to crit because it's Mangler.
Well, the thing is, Poe is really annoying, but it's not R2 Poe, it's R5P9 Poe, and sometimes going for actually the R2, I feel like, especially if it's like closer,
2 blanks, auto thruster into 1 evade.
Definitely worth it.
So now we got a shieldless Elo here.
That's a really good turn for Jeff right here.
Well, we got the Y-Wing last shot, so I go ahead and take a stress to give us stress. So we're going to just a range 1 attack here.
All right.
Hit focus.
Nice.
Spend the
spinning
focus for 3
focus.
hits.
All right, 3 hits.
Let's see if you could get another shield right here.
Primary range 1. Looks like you're not going to get that second TLT.
No, but he blanks.
Oh, God.
So that is no shields on C. That is
Wow.
that is the best I could absolutely hope for there.
Wow.
No
that-
shields and a stress.
Yep.
That's
All right.
really good.
So now we're going back to movement. I'm trying to think of where would be the best for me to go, because I know C is going to just be a huge roadblock in whatever I try to do.
Right.
So one straight with the Y-wing, bumps it, removes the stress.
Interesting.
Nice.
Why 1 straight there?
I was expecting that IG-88B would turn up because that's the way both of my X-Wings are facing. So I expected him to try to chase up that way. So by doing a 1 straight, I still have B and arc since he's still my primary target.
Okay.
And then there's a small rock right in front of him, so he can't do three straight or anything like that in fear of hitting the rock. So it's either a slow movement or a bank.
He can always do the 1 straight slight boost first, and then do a 2 hard around the rock, and basically have my Y-wing right in target. So if he chose to do that option, then I would get the 2 stress on B, and his movement would be super predictable, and I'd be able to take him down if I got both my guns on. So now he's figuring out what action he wants to do here.
And on C? Yeah.
Yes.
So he's trying to figure out if I'm going to do a Talon to just try to get C off the board or not. So he decides to take a focus here.
Nice.
All right.
And at this point, because he's shieldless, are you trying to gun down C or just get a good position? If you have shots on B, you got shots on B.
Here I am still. I'm actually going to be going towards. Well, we'll see where I go. He tried to do a pre-boost there with the B.
And couldn't make it because of the rock. In a
Right.
way.
Right.
But it wasn't necessarily just for me trying to kill C now. I was trying to think about where his C was going to go, and I wanted to make sure Poe at least got a focus. Because if Poe did take fire, then I could spend the focus for the shield with our 5P9.
All right.
Nice.
All right.
Alright, so now he's double checking what kind of maneuver he would like to do with IG-88C.
With advanced sensors, if he wants to do his action before he moves. And it looks like he's reaching for the 1 slide. Okay, there we go, the 3 slide.
So I think he just does his S loop here. Yeah, he wanted to do the 1 slight, get by the rock, and then S loop behind both Poe and Elo, which would have been an amazing position for him.
But
Yes.
he couldn't quite make it.
But he couldn't quite make it.
This is a rough game because everything's about, position.
Yeah.
With the Brobots, you have to be on point because they're large base. It makes them a little bit harder to fly, but he's got so much experience with them that I'm surprised he actually didn't make that maneuver.
Oh, you went 2 straight, or was that a 3 straight?
That was, I believe, a 2 straight.
That looked like a 2.
Because I just wanted to do a green maneuver for a shield, and here he got confused. He thought Poe was my regenerator, but I actually have 2 regenerating ships, and that's why he was trying to kill Elo, because he had R2.
So with Elo, you're just trying to just regain shield, get him out of battle for right now, and then just come back into it.
That's exactly what I'm trying to do here. And because he didn't make what he wanted to do with B, with the boost into Signer's loop, I got a free shield here, and I didn't have to boost or anything, and so what I decided to do is take a target lock on C.
Of course. Save it for
And
rainy
now you're
day.
in a really, really good position to Talon turn, or just do another green turn to recover another shield.
So
Nice.
I decided to play very conservative here, very cautious. I expected the C to try to bump one of my ships, and so if his IG-88B decided to go up like I originally thought, I would still have an arc here, and if I needed to, I could boost into range 1. But because he didn't make the S loop, I got a really good position on him.
So this is that range 1 on the
Poe power. Oh, man.
So that is
3 blanks.
IG-88 with 1 shield. I'm getting really lucky here with these
Yeah.
dice rolls.
Yeah.
And then thankfully, neither of his Brobots have a shot here. So I got a free shield, and I got 3 damage on B. So it was definitely a good turn for me.
You could say you just did a really good, powerful attack right there.
Get out of
You-
here, Jostle.
You could say that. So here he forgot he had wired, so I let him re-roll the roll, and he still rolled an eyeball, so he still took 3.
All right.
All right, so my
Get that one slight with the Y-wing.
And then going in, and which is really good because he has the stress right now. So more than likely he'll be doing a green maneuver, or let's see what he's doing.
he's doing it
Straight.
3
Three
straight.
straight.
So after the game, I realized I was too conservative with my Y-wing. I really should have just gone as fast as I could to just try to get right behind this robot, because I know that they're very mobile, but I just under predicted at what he would actually be doing here.
Well, but then at least your Y-wing is going to be doing. Oh, he boosted out.
Exactly.
It's range 3.
That's
never
out of range
mind.
3. Yeah.
So it won't be. He won't be receiving any stress right here.
Yeah, he couldn't. I don't think he could afford to take the stress here. He needed to get way out of range, and thankfully his dial. That's what he did.
That being said, that robot is very close to the side of the board, so there's not a lot of places he can go.
Yeah, he has to with one turn.
He could probably
hard.
land a 2 hard here.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely land a 2 hard.
And then just boost back into the board.
Right. Right. So his robot C took a turn to the left, trying to flank the Poe and or Elo. So now he's probably trying to get a target lock here, or maybe even just focusing. He's eyeballing a boost, but I don't think he's going to make that. So he target locks the Y-wing.
Nice. Oh. Is it
No, he
the
target
Y-wing or
locked
the
Elo.
Hello. Okay.
Which makes sense because he's the one that's damaged. But then with all the shield regeneration with R2D2,
Interesting.
that's going to be really hard. So
One
by the
slice.
time he has fire on him, Elo's probably going to be full health again.
Right.
But with robots, it's easy. You just 2 shots, and you can take down T-70 really
Yeah.
quick.
So I couldn't see from this angle, but why the one slight that way with Elo and not say a 3 Talon roll back towards you and then boost in behind C?
Because I needed the shield. From my experience, T-70s against robots, especially Jeff's robots with the HLC, you need to have 5 health, because they can just blank out and they can just die in one shot if they have less than the 5 health. And I forgot to grab the shield here, but Jeff was kind enough later to let me put the shield onto my ship during our next maneuvers.
Ah, nice. Good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship.
Looks like a range 3.
Yes, range 3.
Range 3 with Poe.
So he's got his auto thrusters.
Right.
We get a hit, focus, blank, and because I boosted to try to get into range, it's just a single crit.
No Poe power.
Oh, he blanked out.
Yep.
but
that
then-
might have been range 2 there. That might have actually just been on the edge of range 2, so he had to spend the evade.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah, it was definitely range 2 with Elo.
Yep.
With
Oh.
a crit hit and a focus.
That's a good hit.
One evade takes a shield.
Man.
All right.
And that is on B right there. So both robots.
All right. Half
Mosh-
points.
Yeah, half points. You got at least 50 points right here.
Actually, because of their point total, having both of them at half health only gives me 49 points, because one's worth 49 points, the other's 51 points. So with the new half point rule, a 51 point ship is only worth 25 points at half. 49 is worth 24 points.
Nice.
And see there, I grabbed my shield because Jeff was nice enough to let me have it.
All right.
And it looks like, yep, your stress bot wins 5 straight.
It's a 4 straight.
4
Is it
straight.
4 straight?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
4
4
straight
straight.
over a rock. I realized my error last turn, so I said to myself, I'm just gonna go over this rock and get a shot, hopefully.
All right.
But because the robots are so so maneuverable, it's still not guaranteed I have a shot here.
Oh, you rolled a
Ooh,
hit on that
on that
rock,
rock,
too.
so Y-Wing takes a shield.
But then they're pretty beefy. Like, even with one shield gone, they could still take a full round of both robots attacking at the Y-Wing.
That's what makes them so strong, is that they can soak up the damage initially and still do what they're meant to do, and hopefully even get to do it a second turn. And sometimes that one evade dice really saves you, and it just makes them hold on that much longer.
All right, so he's doing it too hard.
And then he focused,
Going towards the
correct?
top of the map.
Ah.
So C looks like he got a focus on him, and I got a stress because it was a 4 straight
Let's
on
see.
my Y-Wing.
So even with a boost, would Jeff be? Yeah, Jeff would be out of arc of your stress spot.
He definitely sees that, so he takes the
He takes the boost here. Yeah.
Good position. And
Definitely.
then next turn he could hard in either 1 or 2 and start firing at any of your ships, and then the other robot is gonna flank from the other side. So
It's already flanking from behind.
Yeah.
Actually.
So here I go.
Here's the Talon.
3 Talon on Elo.
Right.
Actually, no. This is a 3 hard, not Talon.
Oh.
So you're switching targets right now. Just like, all right, just go for C instead of B because he's heading towards you and easier to joust, or you just didn't want to bother chasing down a robot because of the maneuvers.
So here I saw there was 2 positions, 2 ways that IG-88B could go. And so I tried to cover if he took a hard down towards the bottom of the map. Elo would have covered that maneuver here. And so because of the way he moved with IG-88C as well, I was able to 1 boost out and get out of shots here.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very good arc dodging.
And so here I'm going to go ahead and move the Y-Wing out of the way so I can move my Poe. I only did a 2 slight here with Poe.
Trying to cover both arcs depending on where he moved.
Both directions, right.
I was leaning more towards him going towards the bottom of the map here, because that's where his other robot is for his safe, so he can cover the retreat.
Right.
But instead he went up, which was very good on his part because I was not expecting that. So I just go ahead and take the 1 slight boost to make sure I can get some more damage. Hopefully get some more damage through on IG-88B.
Right.
Nice. So you got him in arc. I think that's going to be range 2.
It might be a 3.
Might be.
It might be a 3, yeah.
It is, I believe it is a ranged 3. Nope,
No,
range
range
2.
2.
Range 2.
Poe, best pilot in the Resistance. Let's see what you got. Oh, definitely
That
the
is
best.
some best pilot material
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, but in return, 2 evades and a focus.
So he goes in and spends the evade and gets no damage to it, which is
Nice.
All right.
Which is
That's,
okay with
that's
me.
not bad.
Killer robots, man. They don't care about best
Checking
pilots.
laser on Elo.
Oh, do you have arc on this one?
He was checking. I was checking to see if he has a shot on Elo, which he did not.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So he's going to take the range 2 onto the stress bot,
Okay.
which should be pretty easy for him to hit.
Or not.
Well, he's got the target lock
Yeah,
on
he
him.
got.
Oh, that's
So
right.
he can
His
spend it.
targets.
Nice.
There it is, and then he's got the focus, so he spends it
There
for
you
4
go.
hits on the bot.
That's an average IG-88 roll. 4
There
hits.
should be
They
a-
are amazing.
There should be a target lock on Elo, right? That yellow block up
It
there.
was actually Predator because of pilot skill 2.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Predator. He was able to reroll 2 dice there because of Predator and the pilot skill 2 stress bot.
So
Okay.
right now the target lock is still on Elo, correct?
Yes, they're both on Elo. So now we're figuring out. I'm going to go ahead and do a 2 hard because I'm expecting the C to kind of chase me, and hopefully if I do this too hard, he might have overshot, and my stress bot could just come back around for come back in another turn or 2.
All right.
So he's going to go ahead and take C.
And then where is he gonna go?
All right, he takes it too hard.
Yeah,
Too
too
hard to the
hard.
left.
Is he gonna bump your stress spot? No, that's plenty. Yes. Ooh. That's gonna be a tight fit.
Yeah, it's very
That's
close
a
here.
really
It's very
tight fit.
close.
And let's see.
See if that's a bump right there. It looks like a bump.
Yeah, definitely a bump.
Oh,
Oh.
man, good flying, good flying. On your part.
So did it bump Y or Elo?
That's what we're actually talking about here in the game. It actually bumps Elo, so it's
Oh,
really good for him here.
Oh.
really good for him.
He did not hit the Y. That's
Oh, but in return, you have a primary arc on him, correct?
That's very true, but a range 1 robot throws 4
Yeah,
attack.
and,
And,
only 3 health left on a stress spot
yeah.
is not looking good.
Well, his dice have been a little bit cold in the beginning of this game, so I'm kind of hoping for that again.
All right. So he does a. I see he does a kick over there in the top of the map.
Hoping that Poe will follow, and then they'll joust right up there
Yep. He took a pre-boost into a 4K turn.
to get
Okay.
the evade.
To get the evaded.
And then Elo is moving.
Elo does a 1 straight, gets his final shield back. He's back at
Nice.
full,
Back at full.
and he's going to go ahead and boost out of arc with a
Alright, setting himself up for next turn.
Next turn is
That-
a very good positioning for Elo.
That white Talon next turn looks pretty good.
Like I understand you did the green move to get the final shield, but then I was wondering why you didn't do a K turn in this situation, so you could have a shot on Robot C.
That might have been the correct maneuver, but I wanted to make sure that if somehow he still got a shot on Elo, he would be at as much health as possible. I realized I had a lead, and I
Want to maintain?
I
the
wanted
lead?
to try to maintain my lead and not be able to just lose it in one dice roll.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that's fair.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get a shot here. I believe it's a range 3.
Ooh.
Is that a focus on Poe, I see?
That is a focus on
Poe
Poe.
power.
So Poe power?
So
Alright.
hit crit.
Two evades.
Ooh.
2 evades, and he spends his evade for 3.
Wow.
No damage. No damage.
Good dodging skills right there.
And then he's gonna. Yep, he spends it. He still's got the stress. And that is IG88B, so he has wired, which is good for him.
Really good.
He's gonna go ahead and take this range 1 with the stress against the stress bot.
That's gonna be devastating.
Hey, who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see. Normally 4 attack dice versus 1 defense is pretty one-sided, but
Yeah.
okay, he's got a hit and
Oh.
a crit.
Hitting
So I
crit.
got pretty lucky. He gets
Yeah.
a predator.
Predator.
Rolling 2 dice. Got a focus and a blank.
So
You-
that is, and then
Oh.
he spends his focus for 3. So I need to
Alright.
roll something, and,
Oh
And
man.
you don't. You needed 1 evade.
and there's a dead stress bot. And it was a direct hit as well, but it didn't matter because my guy was dead.
Right, yeah.
Just to make sure he stays dead.
Yeah, he was very, very dead. So unfortunately, I didn't get to use the stress bot to really any.
Right.
I only got to put 1 stress on something.
So after just losing your stress bot, what was going through your head?
I felt that I was still pretty well off because both of my ships were at full health. So here we have B taking a shot, range 3 against
Range
Poe.
3. Ooh.
And he
Alright.
wireds for hitting a crit with the Mingler.
Alright.
And I get 1
Ooh.
evade, and I
1
proc
auto
auto
thruster.
thrusters. And I forgot he had Gunner, so he gets a second attack.
Ah.
Oh.
So if you, oh wow, would you have taken the hit? I guess it wouldn't matter now because you just got 2 evades. But sometimes if you're able to get 1 hit to deny them the gunner, would you take the hit?
I would definitely take the hit because I still had the focus, so I could spend it with R5P9 to get the shield back.
Especially when you're running regeneration. Just taking the
One
one
hit is exactly how much you want to take every single turn.
Yep.
Because then you never take any damage really. With R2, it's kind of not as good because your greens are very predictable.
Mm-hmm.
With
Right.
Poe, with R5P9, it makes it really hard to pin you down as well. So here he is just trying to get Poe dead.
I think that's really, really smart because especially with something with regeneration, you have to focus fire. You can't just have one-on-one ship battles on separate sides of the boards.
Very true.
Jeff would be, I wouldn't necessarily say losing that battle, but it's an uphill fight for him.
Very correct. And he noticed that my LO was completely out of the fight this turn, so he just decided to burn towards Poe and get 2 guns on him.
Right.
So I do a 3 Talon roll here, and
White.
because it's LOASTI, it is non-stressful maneuver, which is awesome.
Elo's so good.
I'm assuming you're gonna boost in?
I'm
Or is
thinking about it here. It's either that or taking a target lock but I already have the target lock. So I'm leaning towards boosting because I'm not going to get shot anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
And also, it'll give you a better position for next turn. Granted, if you do the right slight boost as opposed to the forward boost, going right towards that rock.
Right. And so I'm also playing with the idea of taking a focus here because I have the target lock. I could most likely get 3 hits, but that is not that great at range 3 against a robot. So I do end up taking the 1 slight boost.
Yes. Alright.
So at this position, is that a range 2 attack? It might still be range 3, and that's
Yeah,
all the
it's
thrusters are activated.
yep. So it's tough to say. But here I take a 1 straight with Poe to get a focus. I was not expecting C to come in so hard against Poe, and so that was actually perfect maneuver for Jeff. The 1 straight with Poe.
So we got a range 1.
Yep.
Let's see. Pull power.
All right.
So
Wow.
that's a good roll. That's a very good roll.
Hit, crit.
Oh,
Three natural
Hey.
evades, and he has a token.
Wow, dodging all 4 attacks.
It was a focus, so he takes a crit here,
Oh, all right.
and it is a direct
Oh.
damage.
It is
Oh,
a direct
wow.
damage, so he takes 2 hull.
Wow.
So that B is almost exactly where I want him to be. I want him to be out of the fight, but he is going to get 2 shots on Poe, which never that great of a position for Poe to be in.
That being said,
Nice.
Poe
Crit
is at
hit.
full health.
Exactly. Ooh. Unless you blank out, unless you Dan dice this and not get any evades, Poe could survive this attack.
That's very
Right.
true. My dice were on my side for the most part this game, so I was hoping. I'm still. That's what I'm sort of hoping on, and that's why I also took the focus there.
Yes.
Because if I rolled the focus, I could just Poe power.
Oh God. Oh God.
And I get
That's-
HLC'd for 4 hits.
That's a lot of hits.
But you got your Poe power. You block 2. You still have 1 shield left.
So we're okay here. Poe survived. That was the worst roll I could hope for from Jeff, but the best roll I could hope for me. So that's step 1 complete.
So you
Alright.
both were rolling good. Oh, Jeff is continuously rolling good.
So he gets a range 1,
Wow.
3 crits, and a focus. And he spends the focus for 4. So now I have to roll something that's not a blank here.
Ugh.
And thankfully,
You got
Poe
your
power.
Poe power.
Poe power.
Poe
yes.
power.
Poe power for blocks a hit, takes a shield, and 2 crits.
Wow.
Now
Hopefully
this could be the end of the game for me here if I get unlucky with my crits. But I get major hull breach, which doubles the damage I take the following turn, as well as weapons failure. My attack dice is 1 lower.
Wow.
So thankfully, it was not a direct hit.
Yes.
Statistically, should have been a direct hit, but it was not a direct hit. Thankfully.
So you spent that focus, got a shield back,
Very
and
nice.
you're still alive for 1 turn.
You got 2 hits.
I'm not stressed. I can take a nice
Talon
talon roll
roll.
if I wanted to. Just try to put some damage on something.
And then LOSC come from back. Now it's your turn to flank. If you do the Talon roll.
Correct.
Right, with Poe.
But it also matters what he's doing here. So if for some reason he did a 1 hard with IG88B, it would actually block my Talon roll, and I would be stressed, facing the wrong way with no action. That would have been very risky. But he just did a 3 S loop.
Okay.
He was
Oh.
thinking about doing a pre action with his advanced sensors, and I believe he did take a pre focus because
Very
he was
smart.
not able to make the boost.
Right.
Also in this situation right here, regardless of him doing an S loop or a 1 hard or any other maneuver, I think if you went 4K, I believe is on a T70, a 4K would dodge everything and you'll be right behind him, or in this case, facing towards each other.
That's true. The issue is that I was hoping that I'd get a focus, so I could use it for my Poe power. I could use it to regen a shield if I survive, and Jeff was really precise with his maneuvers here, and he landed the S loop within a hair of Poe.
Ooh, is he gonna be on this rock right here, this tiny rock?
His template's definitely going over it.
Yes.
Right. So
But
So
the-
he's gonna roll on it,
The important thing is whether or not he's on the rock to see if he has any shots.
and he is not on the rock.
Wow.
that's good.
He
Wow.
pre-focuses and then goes on the rock. And I asked him here if he would like to spend his focus, and he declines. So
All right.
it's fair.
Smart man. Smart man.
Okay, Ella's doing a 3 slight.
Of course.
Now with Elo, do you want to go for B because it has 2 shields, or do you want to go for C because I think you could get into range 1?
2 hull.
If
2
I-
hull. 2 hull.
If I go for B here and I kill B, Poe is taking 1 less shot, and I think he can survive much better against 1 shot than 2.
Right. So you're definitely going to shoot.
So I go ahead and target lock B.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
And then Poe,
Poe. Let's see what Poe's doing.
He
2
is-
straight.
that is a 3
3
slight,
3 slight.
which was perfect for Jeff, because now I'm in 2 arcs. If I would have done like 1 slight, 1 straight, I would only take 1 shot here. Hence why I tried to take the target lock onto B, just to try to get him off the map so I wouldn't have to worry about defending against him.
Right.
So Poe has no shot. Ella's going to take the range 2 on IG88 B.
Hopefully you could take him down, but he has other thrusters on and also that hit.
So you got a target lock.
You got your target lock.
You
So I
got your
reroll
target.
them all, and I get a crit.
Ooh, that's rough.
So you
And it was range 3, so we just auto thrusters here.
Yes. That is really rough right there. So now Poe's gonna get 2 shots at.
Yeah, he's gonna.
I think the range 1 will go first because I think Ella might be in range of the second robot.
So that's a range 1 from C,
That's range 1 from C.
And then he has Predator.
which will reroll in 1 dice. He gets another hit. Hit,
Oh.
crit. That is a
Hit,
good
crit.
roll for him. So I'm at least,
Really
if I
good
roll
roll.
perfect here, I'm taking 1 shield.
Yes. So you need to roll perfect. You got your Poe power activated.
You got 1?
1 evade. That is a dead Poe. Takes his shield, takes a crit, and he's dead. Poe took 3 crits to die that game.
Wow.
All right.
And that's all the shots we got. So we're back to dials.
Now, what are you thinking right now? You have a fully healed Elo Asti versus 2 Brobots, 1 without shields and 2 with only 2 hull left.
I'm thinking this is still going to be an incredibly hard game. That is a lot of firepower coming my way. 2 evade dice isn't really that much. I'm the only way I can come back from this position is in my head is if I kill B,
Yes.
because fighting against 1 Brobot is a lot easier than fighting against 2.
And also B has the gunner. So if you take out B, C loses gunner. Granted, he has Predator.
But a second attack is much more frightening than re-rolling 1 dice here.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So he's thinking about what action he's going to take here.
Covering his arcs, no matter where you go, 1 Brobot will be attacking Elo.
Very true.
Looks like he just does a 1
One
straight
straight boost.
boost.
To get that extra.
Get an evade, get out of there. So if somehow 4K or whatnot, he could be in very far from me. But I do a 1 straight. I did not expect him to take those maneuvers, which was I probably should have expected that. But so what I do here is I do a 1 slight boost to try to get behind this rock,
And
as
again
well
to
as
range 3.
Yeah, definitely get out of range 3 and even possibly out of range completely. Which I
And you
am
do.
out of range.
Nice.
Right.
So here I am completely out of position. I'm facing the wrong way. But thankfully, Elo has a really good maneuver on his dial. And it's probably one of my favorite reasons for flying him. Being able to do the 3 Talon roll and then boosting afterwards just feels so good.
White Talon roll.
If you've never done it, I would highly recommend it. I think the only thing that will feel better is doing the white S loop on Dengar and then barrel roll.
Right.
That's
But,
gonna
Dengar has to come out first.
Hey man, we
Come
can
on,
dream.
FFG. That's all we want. We just want it wave 8. Rest of wave 8.
Just tomorrow. Tomorrow would be fine. Perfect, actually.
Yeah.
But anyways,
So,
It's like
IG-88C?
B.
C took
1 straight.
C took the 1 straight and B took the 4K.
Right.
And
Check out
I
that
of course
Elo.
did the Talon roll. Now the question here is if I want to boost in to try to get a range 2 or stay at range 3. Both of us are better at range 3, but he's better at range 3 than I am because he's got the HLC.
Right.
Yes.
HLC, I still only roll 2 defense dice, and with his rerolls and his actions, it's going to be hard for me to defend against all 4 dice. So I end up taking a target lock here, try to save it for the next turn.
Ah.
Right.
So if the next turn goes the way I would like it, I can do a very slow maneuver, get into range 1 of him, and just try to do those last couple of damage. But we are at range 3, so possibly a focus here just to try to save my life. And because I was on the ropes, I felt like I needed to spend the target lock here,
Right.
just to try to get damage through.
Two
But
hits.
I didn't think about the auto thrusters, and he just rolled well.
Very well.
2 evades right there against your 2 hits. Other thrusters not necessary.
Yeah, you don't need auto thrusters when you roll the evades. Alright,
Oh!
So he takes a
Hit crit. Or hit
Crit hit.
This is the
HLC.
HLC one.
So that's going to be a hit, focus, blank, and he's going to Predator. And it just blanks out, and so he just does hit. And so I'm going to get my evade here.
See. Let's see how good your dice are right now.
thinking if he wants to spend his token,
Ah,
and he goes ahead and spends it.
Yes.
So for 3. So even if I roll perfect, I take 1 hit.
and
roll.
then 2 shields. That's
2
still not
shields are
that
off.
bad. With R2D2, granted you'll be predictable for a couple turns, but you could easily get back those shields.
Assuming you regen shields. You might
Assuming,
just
yeah, you could
you
just
know,
be like,
do something crazy.
yeah.
At this point, I'm trying to just get the little bit of advantage out, and so it's gonna be hard to tell what I do here, theoretically. So we're back to dials here, thinking about where we're gonna move.
And then you have 2 robots going the same direction, potentially jousting against Elo Asti right now. Right at this moment, Elo is at the disadvantage, so I think my predictions are Jeff will take both of his robots and just go straight for Elo Asti. Hopefully they both get arcs if you try to...
I think C is gonna pre-boost to the right and do an Signor's loop, and
So
should end up right behind Elo.
Yeah, that'd be a tough maneuver to beat, and then it means I don't get any shots on C, but
You'll get a shot on B.
B is the one that I think I can still kill here. So he goes ahead and
He
pre-boosts
does the
it.
pre-boost, which means he probably will do that Signor's. Or maybe a kick. No, the kick won't make it
Yeah,
because Elo's right there. That's right.
So he definitely does the S loop here. That's maneuver is really good. Advanced sensor, almost as good as white Talon roll, but
Yeah.
actually it's still pretty dang good.
Yeah.
All right. So he's got the free focus. He's got a stress, which is perfect for C, because he's got it is C, so he's still got predator. B does a 2 straight.
Two straight.
Nice.
Very, very conservative here, because if I do get into range of him, he knows I need to do a green maneuver here to get a shield,
Right.
which I do, and I end up doing the 1 straight.
Ooh. Now, why the 1 straight in this situation?
I felt that he was going to be more aggressive with B, but I should have realized that he would not take that maneuver because it would be too easy for me to kill B if he rolled bad.
Right.
So I should have done a 3 straight here.
There's no range there.
Nope.
Was it? Oh.
No range. So it kind of comes out in the positive for me because then I don't take a shot here,
Yes.
which is completely fine. I still going to take the range 1 from behind, and he rolled real good.
That's really good.
Crit, hit. Wow.
You got 1 evade.
And
I
I
got the
assume you got
focus.
the focus.
So I spend the
Yes.
focus for 2, take 2 shields.
Still not bad. Still not bad. You have
Still alive.
Yeah. You didn't receive any crits, and it's just shields.
Yep, so he's going to go ahead and check range here just to make sure.
Right.
But neither of us have shots, so.
And then from here, since you know C's going to be moving first and everything, what's your game plan?
My game plan here is try to get a shield back and really just try to outfly where he's going to go. So
And
he's covering my escape to the right with the pre-boost into an S loop. Actually, he's
Very
covering
good.
anywhere I can go here,
Right.
which is very strong. So he's get the evade and the stress.
It's like a 1 straight bump from.
He's doing the 1 slight, so
Nope,
he's
1
just
slight
sliding
bump.
forward just a
1
little bit,
slight.
a little bit of a turn.
Very good maneuver. Very
Bumps.
good maneuver.
No action, which is fine for him because unless I do a talon roll here, he's not in any trouble. So I go ahead and do a 1 slight, get a shield back,
Right.
which I almost forget to do, but Jeff reminds me while I'm thinking of what action I want to take, he reminds me to get my shield back.
Nice.
All right. Good.
And then from here, even with a boost, you will not have any arcs.
I'd probably take a range 3 from IG-88B.
No, that Elo can't attack.
Yeah, Elo wouldn't
Right,
be able
no,
to shoot
no.
here with a boost. But
You
it-
might be able to get out of arc from C
C,
with
yeah.
a 1 slight to the left.
Yes. Yes.
and that's what I'm thinking here because I don't know if I could take another range 1 here.
Right.
So,
Right.
but that would also leave me tokenless for my defense dice, which is also very dangerous. Even though it's a mangler at range 3, it's still a range 3 attack, and I only get 2 defense dice because of the secondary weapon.
Also, your position will be really, really bad. You'll be almost off the board.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
that's not a place that you want to be with a ship that doesn't have a 1 hard. But I decide to take it
All right.
because I feel that I can at least make it back in the fight next turn if I take a 2 hard here.
Yes.
Right.
So I think because closest to closest, you don't.
So actually, there was something very interesting that happened this turn. This is actually the first time Jeff has even encountered it. It was outside of range 3, but it was touching the nubs of the ship. And so because nubs only matter for maneuvers, it does not matter for shots, there was no shots this turn.
Wow.
So you did boost out of range.
I did boost out of range.
And it was
just literally slightly. Just
and it's
a
just
millimeter.
The nubs.
Just the nubs on the
Just-
back of the ship.
Oh man.
So we're back to dials. Now this is really hard for me. There's 2 directions I can go.
Right.
And because of their awesome dial, he can cover both of them very easily.
There we go with
And he
another
just
S.
slides right in by that
Woo!
rock. That just shows how much skill Jeff has with this. That is a hair between him and that rock. It was impressive.
Just hugging that rock.
No matter where you go, you are gonna take at least 1 robot.
Very true. And he takes a 2 straight here, which is perfect for him.
Too
Now
slight.
Too slight.
Too
slight.
slight. Okay, so
Just to make sure he gets all the arcs.
very true.
Right.
Because I can't take a 1 straight here.
No.
No, you'd be
I mean, you can, yes.
Not a very good idea.
no.
From my experience, I would not recommend a 1 straight here. All right, so he takes his action.
And
And
it's a focus.
I gambled with the 3 Talon roll. My argument here was that if I make the 3 Talon roll, I actually have a shot in this game. If I
Right.
make the 2 hard, I'm facing nobody. I'm taking shots, and he can just get on me very easily here for the next turn. And I'll have 2 turns of taking no shots and no chance of taking any green maneuvers to get any shields back. And so by landing the Talon roll, it would be my best chance at actually winning the game.
So you had to take the
You
risk.
had to take that 3 hard or 3 talon roll and hope you made it.
Exactly. I was pretty sure I wasn't going to make it. That being said, you have to take this. You have to take the risk
to take
sometimes.
it sometimes. Yeah.
And
That was a very interesting game. It was good.
Yes.
very,
yeah.
very, very swingy with the dice. The dice were very hot for me in the very beginning, and then they cooled way down at the end.
And they got really good for Jeff, as we saw.
Yeah.
That was a
Yes.
great flying by Jeff. It was a very good game.
Multiple 4 hits.
Thanks, Jeff, for the great game. It was good flying against you.
Thank you, Game Castle, for hosting the Store Championship and for letting us record in your venue.
And thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and you can find us on Facebook and our Twitters. Our links will be down below. And don't forget,
Fly loose.